Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. So, children, today we are going to learn one interesting and very important topic in writing skills. Now, this topic is really important. The reason is, good writing skills allow you to communicate your message with clarity and ease. So, yes, children, today we are going to learn how to write a message. Now, you must be thinking writing a message is really easy. The way you write a message through your mobile phone or through your social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, isn't it? But no, children, today we are going to learn a topic which is going to tell you how to write or how to draft a message in a very professional and polite way. So let us quickly take a pen and a book and note down all the important points, and we will discuss these points in a wonderful way and also do few activities as well. What is a message? A message is a informal means of communication. I repeat, children, it is a informal means of communication. Now, the receiver of the message has to go through the content to gain the information. Yes, children, it is very important that whatever message you are drafting, the receiver of the message should understand, what the message is all about. Now, when is a message written? When you have to convey a piece of information to someone but are unable to do that orally. That means, children, you want to convey the message, however, at that particular moment, you are not available over there to talk to that person orally, and that is the reason you are going to draft a message. Now, children, we will discuss few key points to remember while drafting a message. Now, as you know, children, this is a very important slide. Make sure you're going to jot down all the important points. Now, first thing, a message must be very brief and precise. That means the message shouldn't be too long. It should be short and to the point. Now, next very important point is stick to the word limit. Your message, children, shouldn't exceed more than 50 words. Yes, make sure that your message should not exceed more than 50 words. Next one, the salutation may be informal. The way you address the receiver. For example, if you're writing or drafting the message for your mom, you can also write dear mom. Okay, you can also write like grandpa, or you can mention the name of your friend like Mohit, etc. Okay, next, do not add extra information. The message should be short and to the point. As we discussed, we are not supposed to add any extra information in your message. Now, one more important point. Plan before you pen. That means plan what you want to write down. Just make a list of all the important points on a rough sheet. Make sure, children, that you are going to take one rough page or a rough sheet and jot down what important message you want to send it across to the receiver. Next, put down all the relevant details such as following. First thing, name of the person who gave the message. Very important, children. The person who was talking to you or who gave you the message, you need to remember the name of the person. Second, of course, the date and time of receiving the message. That means when the person called you or when the person gave you the message, the timing is really important and the date as well. Next, content of the message including follow-up action required. Yes, over here, what type of message and what was the important, information in the message and what action was supposed to be taken through the message is really important. You need to focus on these points as well. Now, very important point, children, make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. Yes, children, this is very important point. Make sure whenever you're going to draft a message, there shouldn't be any grammatical error and no spelling mistakes, please. Okay, next one. Do not use long sentences in the body. Yes, very important, children. No long sentences, should be used when you are drafting, the message. The reason is, as we have discussed, the message should be very short and precise. Next, indirect or reported speech must be used. Now, children, over here, we are going to talk or we are going to draft a message, something about which has happened in the past. Okay, the conversation has already happened in the past. So, we are going to talk about the third person. Someone has given you the message which you are going to forward or send across the message to the receiver. And that's the reason it has to be in a reported speech or an indirect speech. For example, if I say, she says I'm ill. Now, if I'm going to talk this in an indirect speech, what I will say? She says that she is ill. Okay? So, this is what is indirect speech is all about. Now, next one. End the message with only the name of the person writing the message. Of course, you have to end the message with your name if you are writing the message. Okay, that's very important. Next, which is very, very, very important, children, enclose the message within a box. Of course, make sure you're going to draft this message inside a box. Okay, if you do not mention the box, that means this message is not correct and it is not going to be accepted by your teacher as well. So if you want to score good marks in your examination, make sure you're going to enclose this message within a box. Now, don't worry, children, we will check out what will be the format of writing a message. First thing, heading. Now, message writing begins by writing the word message in bold and capitals. Okay, so it is written in the middle of the line. Make sure, children, you are going to write this in the middle of the line. This is done in order to catch the attention of the person for whom the message is drafted. Now, very important, children, is the date. The date is written on the left hand side of the page. It is written in expanded form. Okay, how to write the date? We will quickly, get to know through the format. Now, the time can be also written on the left hand side of the message. Very important, children, salutations. Before writing the main content or the body of the message, it is important to address the reader. That means to whom this message is for, you need to write or mention the name of that particular person. Next is body. Of course, this is very important. It is the main content of the message wherein you provide all the information that needs to be conveyed to the person you are unable to contact. The last one, which is very important, is sender. So once you are done with the body of the message, mention your name, okay, or the one given in the question, okay, on the left hand side of the page. This helps the reader to identify the sender of the message. So now, children, now we are coming to the very important part of this topic, and that's the format. Now, as you know, during the format we had discussed that in the middle of the page we need to mention the message, okay, which will be mentioned in a very bold and capital form. Now, towards the left hand side we have got date. We need to mention date. Now, the date should be mentioned something in the expanded form. The example is 15th of October 2020. So now, children, for example, if today is 14th of December, so we need to mention something like 14th of December 2020, right? Okay. Now, below the date, we have the time. So, yes, over here we have the example which says 10 a.m. Then you need to leave one line, and next is salutation. Now, in the salutation over here, the example is dear mother. Now, you can also mention as dear mom, okay, dear dad, as per the requirement. Now, in the next line, we have got body. Now, body means the main important part, which is the content of the message. Now, over here, we need to mention a very short and precise message, which should be the very important one for the receiver to understand what the message is all about. Then the next line, you have to leave one line and come to the next line, and you need to mention your name. The reason is you are the person who is going to write the message or draft the message. I hope you are very much clear with this format. Let us check what activity we can do with regards to the message writing. Now, children, this is a very important activity. Make sure you are going to pay attention and read the entire question properly. Read the following telephone conversation between Pranav and Mr. Singh. Okay, now let us see. Pranav says, "Hello." Mr. Singh says, "Hello, may I speak with Miss Mehra, please? I am Naresh Singh from the office." Pranav says, "Mom isn't at home right now." Mr. Singh says, "In that case, can you give her a message? It is urgent. Please tell her that the meeting fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. Ask her to check her mail as soon as possible for the details. Please don't forget to inform her." Pranav says, "Don't worry, I will tell her as soon as she returns." Now, children, over here, very important message is that the meeting which is fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. And he also said, ask her to check her mail as soon as possible for the details. Let us check how Pranav is going to draft this message, right? Now, as Pranav is going for a football match, he needs to write the message to his mother. Write the message on his behalf with every details. Your message should not exceed more than 50 words. Okay, children, let us quickly start. Right. Now, the message over here, the first thing is message in the middle with a very bold and capital letter which says message. Next is the date, 15th of October 2020. Timing was 10 a.m. Now, Pranav says, he has drafted the message saying that, "Dear Mom, Mr. Naresh Singh from the office called up to say that the meeting fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. Okay, he wants you to check your mail as soon as possible for the details. He said that it was urgent." Message from Pranav. Okay, so see, children, this is very easy way to draft a message. Okay, and see how neatly the message is being drafted. Okay, I'm very sure now you're clear with the format of how to draft a message. Now, children, as you are very much clear with how to draft a message, it's time for assignment now. Okay, make sure you're going to do this assignment in your notebook. You can take any notebook. If you have the English composition book, you can do in that, or else you can check out with your rough book as well. Now let us see what is the assignment. Okay, read the question properly, children. You are Ramesh. Okay, you are Ramesh. Now, today you had the following conversation with Rajesh, a friend of your elder brother. Okay, now let us check what the conversation is all about. Now, Rajesh says, "Hello." Ramesh says, "Yes, I'm Ramesh speaking. What can I do for you?" Rajesh, "Well, Ramesh, I'm Rajesh. You know your brother's friend?" Ramesh says, "Oh, I see. Well, brother is not here now. So, can I help you?" Rajesh says, "Could you please convey him that he should bring my practical book today in school as I need it in class today?" Ramesh, "That's fine. I will do that." Now, very short and simple message you need to draft, children. Now, as you are leaving for your school, that means you are not available over here. So you need to draft a message. So write a message for your brother in about 50 words. Put your message in a box. Yes, children, without fail, you have to draft this message in a box. Okay. Now I'm very sure that you're clear and you're going to do this activity. So, children, we are going to end this session over here. I'm very sure that you are going to do your assignment on time and make sure you are going to practice your own message writing skills as well. Okay, so till we meet for the next session, take care, children. Bye bye.